everybody. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. I'm here with Mitch
Oh.
and Robert Mack. Let me say hello to everybody in the chat. I don't have to say it to Brock, Bill, Andy, Tom, Tommy J. Who else? There's a lot of people. Bill, dirty old man. Hey Joe, how you doing? And I think I caught everybody. Did I? But here we'll get this. We'll get something right out of the way real quick. I know Robert Mack has something to say, so I'm going to give him the opportunity to say it.
Good morning, everybody. Just catching up on reading the chat here, but I'll say hi to everybody. Go ahead, Robert.
Hello, everybody in the chat, and thanks, Dave, for giving me this opportunity. I got a little issue that I want to talk about. The other day, I went on a channel, not knowing much about what they were talking about. Well, he was talking about some other YouTubers and saying some things he shouldn't have said. And after that, I got on it, I guess, and said, hello. Well, some people are taking it wrong that I support this channel, and which I don't. I don't approve of people talking about other YouTubers or degrading people by race, by height, by weight, anything. I don't approve any of that. I'm not a troll. I just want to get it straight that I don't approve of it, and I made a mistake going to watch a channel I shouldn't have been on to, and hopefully the people that know who the person was, yeah, I made a mistake watching channel, but I just want to know I'm not a troll. I don't support that kind of behavior.
I agree. Robert is not a troll. He's the most genuinely good-hearted person. You know, I don't take offense, Dave, but Robert's a good man. He's had my back for a long time, and he's honest. And if he's got an issue with anybody, he'll take it up with them. He won't go out public and say shit. So Robert is not a troll and doesn't have a vindictive bone in his body.
Hey, Kevin, how you doing?
That's for damn sure.
Hey,
it's all good. He says it's all good, Robert Mack.
I don't approve of that stuff at all. I'm telling you, when
I'm a major troll in the community.
I've been steaming out of my ears. It's been bothering me.
Hey, Kevin.
Oh, yeah.
I'm old school.
Yeah,
hey,
the dust will settle.
The
dust will settle.
They go.
No one believes that.
Let me get another bit of downer news out of the way, just so you know. I'm semi-ly. This is the worst day for me because my wife passed away this day in 2018. So, but I feel okay. I'm a lot better off than I was, before, and I've got a good life. But I just wanted to let you know, just so in case I space out a little bit, you'll understand. But anyway, who else is here? No,
understandable, Dave.
Yeah, pretty good. Thanks, guys. What else? Health is good. House is going great. Wife didn't go to work this morning because it's rained like all last night. I think it's raining all over Thailand. But so we're going to go this afternoon, and we have to pick out some tile for the entryway, the front porch, and the front steps. And then I've got like a decorative big giant. I call it a medallion going in front of the door. But anyway, so the house is going good. Got no complaints. Just got priced this morning on the or a finalized price on the cabinets and stuff that she wants under the stairs, and the what I would call wardrobes or whatever in our bedroom, and a desk area for me where I'm going to do where I want to do the YouTube from. But yeah, that pretty much no flooding in my garage this morning, thank goodness. Yeah, I bet, Kevin, that's got to be a plus. I don't understand. Don't they put? Obviously they don't. Every garage that I ever worked on, because I did a lot of heavy duty garage exhaust systems and stuff like that in and around Los Angeles for car, CO2 and all that kind of crap. Anyway, they always had sump pumps and backup sump pumps and triple backup sump pumps in all the parking. I guess they just don't do that here in Thailand. Not from what I saw in Kevin's building. It was that was a mess. And I know that Lucas, you live in the same building, right? It looked the same building. It looked like the same building. He had his bikes taken apart. They'll never be the same after that. Like he was saying, the corrosion. You have to pull apart every electrical connection and clean it and coat it, and it's a nightmare. But he's probably going to keep the bikes he has, so it doesn't really make a difference. Chris, how you doing?
Hey, Kevin.
They have drainage pumps. What do you say? They have drainage and pumps. Problem is, there is a ledge that the water comes in from.
Looks like it was coming off the street too.
Oh, okay. So it couldn't the pumps couldn't keep up with the amount of water that was flooding in. Okay, that makes sort of sense.
Yeah,
I
pump can't keep up.
I just didn't register with me from where I'm from in California to have underground parking and stuff like that without. Well, I don't know that they have any kind of exhaust systems. I bet you they don't. In California, it's mandatory. I mean, you have to have.
Yeah, we put in a lot.
Yeah, I do too. Yeah, but I don't think they do here, though. Have you noticed walking around in any? I never seen any here in Thailand. I have been in a bunch of underground.
Yeah, I have noticed a couple. I haven't really paid too much attention to it, but yeah, most of them have been open air. Problem is, the water has to go to the sea eventually. So all those pipes from the sea, and they don't have the drain at sea level, like where you can see it pissing out the pipe. So it's below grade, right, or below the shoreline. So all that water fills up them pipes. It can only go so fast, and once that fills up, it just starts backing up. I mean,
yeah, I would imagine. Where do you pump the water to? I mean, where are they pumping it to?
They're just pumping it onto the street. Up the street, and I shot some great video the other day, but I'll show it to you.
Okay,
not on a YouTube channel.
Hey Gary, what's up?
Hey Gary.
Cold, rainy, and 11 degrees here. Yeah, it's been raining. It's getting bad now here, or what I would consider the actual rainy season. And Kevin's coming on. And hey Brock, how you doing? You have no fancy name, no nothing this morning. Pre-Santa Claus picture. You've got your microphone blocked. Hold on, I'm gonna bring Kevin. Hey, Mr. Kevin, how are you?
Hey. No, I was just gonna talk. I was just gonna clarify the pump situation. If anybody gives a crap about it,
I do.
I do know a lot of people try to rent this building, and I actually think it's a pretty decent building. Like, it's not the worst building in the world. It certainly ain't the best, but it's not the worst.
Right.
But there's so they have pumps that I'm assuming works in normal rainfall, but there's like a design flaw. So the garage goes like underneath the building, underneath the, dug into the dirt, not at where, what would be the first level normally. It's actually a basement. And there's a wall from Soy 15 that's like this, right? So you got the wall from Soy 15 and then down to the basement. So they pump the water out into Soy 15. Well, it just comes back in down the wall, but the wall is huge. I mean, the wall is probably, I don't know, size of a American football field. So the water is just pouring down the wall like a waterfall. And there's, one pump pumping it into Soy 15, which is in turn going right back over the waterfall. So it's very poorly designed. Although it's funny, they brought in a bunch of like cement blocks. They're trying to block off that wall. And what's funny is that's their overflow parking where everyone's parking during the flood. So I'm waiting for the next flood because everyone's parking up there now. And with that cement wall, it's going to create a little lake right there where everyone's parking to save their vehicle. So I'm not doing that. I'm staying parked underground and just monitoring it. And then if I got to move, I'll move. But all these people are parked in what essentially is going to be a little walled off lake off Soy 15. Right. So it's kind of funny. Like, I don't think anybody's thinking about that, but I'm like,
is that the area? Is that the area that I saw on Lucas's deal where they pulled all the bikes and everything over to? Is that the okay? Yeah.
So that little parking lot is right above the garage. So you have that little area like this, and then you have a wall that comes down, and then you have the garage. So everyone parks there. Well, they just built this cinder block or this concrete wall around that little area, and then it connects to Soy 15. So now the water is just going to build up on that wall, and so it's going to be interesting to see how that turns out once they get a bunch of water.
Look, we've got a big celebrity here, Tommy J. He was on Chuck's video. He's well known all over the world now, especially in Texas. How you doing, Tommy? Hey, William, how's it going? But I don't know. There's
That's
some. I know
great.
he's got like 6 condos, I think, now there in Pattaya.
No.
But
I
he
just testing stuff, trying stuff out. Just trying to get.
He's got like 6. He
Free.
doesn't want anybody to know where exactly he lives, so he thought if I get 6 to 10 different condos, no one will know which one I'm in. They can come knock on the door. I'm not there.
That's for all the girlfriends.
No,
he just the girlfriend comes and stalks. I have to go to another room.
The girl,
6 different women, and you can't have that overlap.
Every time a girl or a woman comes on here, they call him a handsome man. I mean, they're just after him. Just the way it goes when you're famous moderator, a handsome man.
So we went to we looked at a couple of apartments together, and this one lady that showed us the apartment, she was trying to hook up a date with Mr. Mitch, and she was actually trying to get him to rent a 2-bedroom so she could
move her
and her family in.
She was like, "It comes with a wife."
Yeah,
Kevin says, "No, I only want Wi-Fi, not wifey."
I said, I'm a butterfly. And she was like,
butterfly.
I seen the place that Kevin's moving to, and then Mitch had told me about it, and he says that's an awesome place.
My God, that's baller.
That's nice.
Yeah. I'm afraid if I do that, I'll get used to it.
Yeah, Mitch is afraid if he goes someplace like that, then he'll want to be in one that nice forever.
I found another one. I just realized that Facebook Marketplace is actually an amazing place to find places. I found one with the same view as ours. I think it was only 8,000 or 9,000 bought, Mitch.
Yeah,
and I mean it's like a penthouse, like huge apartment with this amazing ocean view in Jomtien.
Oh, it's crazy. Yeah.
The prices now are unbelievable. It's definitely the time to lock something down for a year anyway. I would lock it down longer, but it's going to be a while. They're like, I'm a firm believer and advocate that Thailand's opening up, and is it going to be? I had somebody question and I answered their question. No, they said, well, it's not going to be the same. Well, no, it's not going to be the same for a while. But does that make it a bad place to come? Because there's not 43 million people visiting. There's only 3 million, the first year, 4 million.
It actually makes it a better place, I think.
I think so too, Kevin.
Beaches are better. Yeah. I mean,
definitely.
If you're coming here to date, like that means you have more women per you.
Right, exactly.
To choose from.
Yeah, and I think they're gonna. Hey, Wally, I believe I still am a firm believer that Thailand's opening up in October, November. I mean, definitely before the first of the year, it's going to be wide open. I still think they haven't said anything cast in stone. And of course, the disclaimer is I'm not an authority on this. Always check with the government. But I think they're going to open up domestic flights the first. Just my personal opinion.
They have to. Otherwise, people.
Yeah, they got to. Yeah.
These people. All the people make their money for tourism during December, January, February. Hey, Dave, I have a question. Did you hear about the bank accounts for expats that they're trying to close some or anything like that?
No, nothing.
I heard something on Integrity today. He was talking about expat and bank accounts, and I didn't. Did
you hear anything about that, Mitch?
No. First I've heard of it.
Yeah, no? Integrity.
I wonder if they're going to limit anybody else. No, I haven't heard anything.
Yeah, I'm worried. I'm over there with money in it.
There we go.
You haven't had any problem, did you, Kevin? You opened up yours, right?
No, I don't have a Thai bank account.
You don't have a bank account.
They want to close some. Integrity Legal said for some reason. I don't know what he was. I only caught part of what he was saying. I don't know the whole story. That's what I'm trying to figure out. Because I got one there, and I haven't been there since February of 2020, or it's been a year and a half, something like that.
I got 2 here. And I haven't heard anything. They haven't said nothing. I got quite a bit of money in them too. So
yeah, you're married to a Thai, so you might be okay.
Yeah, she's not on my account, although she has all my numbers and stuff. So all the people that are saying she's going to take me for everything, there isn't that much to take.
You know what? a bunch of baloney. You know, every country has somebody that'll take somebody. It's you know,
my American wife took me for everything.
Yeah, I had three that did it to me.
Well,
yeah. No, I'm not saying anything. You know, Thailand, they've got a bad rap on shit that isn't necessarily
everywhere.
True. Yeah, it's everywhere. And like I said, man, if you can't, if something like that was to happen to me and I did it, I'd have to say, well, hey, you know, that's my fault. I should have known. You know, it's not like it's not undetectable. I wouldn't think. You know, I mean, I was on the you know, talking back and forth through the online dating stuff, and you could tell immediately. I did it for entertainment. I wanted to see what they were going to say, how soon are they going to ask me to send them money, you know, and I did it for entertainment at night before I went to bed until I met my wife. But you know, but they're all over the place. It's not just here in Thailand. But I tell you what, you get a good woman and a good Thai woman, I've never been so happy. I mean, I'm a lucky, like I said before, I'm the luckiest man in both the world and Thailand.
I'm happy for you. You know, you lost your special one, and now you got another one. And you're
never thought that would happen.
Part of the world, man. You're living life, man. I'm happy.
Yeah, never thought that would ever happen, and it did. But yeah, I mean, like I said, I'm still a firm believer. If you want to come to Thailand, I would come to Thailand. You know, like I said, if you want to come to Thailand because you are a 35-year-old man, you're not married, you're a butterfly, you've got pockets just stuffed full of cash, you just can't spend it quick enough, you know, and you want to walk 10 steps and hit 40 bars and see 300 women, then it's probably not going to happen. Can you come to Thailand and spend your money and find women? Most definitely. You know, that's not real hard to do it anywhere, you know. But if you're thinking that you're going to, you know, have you want your choice of 600 women a night, that probably ain't going to happen. But to come here and visit and enjoy the islands and tour around here, once you get jabbed, you're good, you know. And now they're saying that they're going to let domestic flights in with a COVID test and it's hearsay again, a COVID test and being, you know, having documentation of your jabs. So
is this end of October?
Yeah, middle. I'm hearing 15th.
Yeah.
I know they pushed back Bangkok, but they might open it up the first. I don't know. Like I said, what if you've been? I still don't quite understand everything except for overloading hospitals, because if you get jabbed, and the thing that it's not a vaccine, they shouldn't even be calling it a vaccine. As far as a vaccine, to me personally, is something that keeps me from getting whatever I'm being vaccinated for.
Right.
Okay. So, you know, if it's not going to keep you from getting it, maybe not as severe, again, maybe a personal choice. I don't know. But, you know, but it isn't going to keep you from getting it, and it isn't going to keep you from passing it on to the next guy. Why the hell do you need to have a card that says you're vaccinated to go sit down in a restaurant in Bangkok and eat? Doesn't make any sense to me.
It's all
doesn't make none. You know, if you've got like I said, I think Thailand has the right idea from what I'm getting. There's no way in the world that they're closing down the sandbox. They know they can't, regardless of what they said in the beginning. And it's going to get better. You know, it's getting better now. They keep coming down. I don't know for sure. Maybe Kevin, do you watch the thing, or does anybody else know? I know they were like 15,000, 14,000, 12,000. They keep coming down, I think, right? On the cases.
Yeah, it's below. I think it was below 13,000 yesterday, and it's just the vaccination rate's going up, and the other one's coming down. And then next month they get all that AstraZeneca too, which will really help.
Yeah, the people, like I said before, and what my wife said, are the Thai people scared? Yeah, they're scared. Do they know they need to get vaccinated for their country to get on with it so that they can all live? They all know it, and they're all willing to get it. When I went to get my second one, whatever it was, a week ago, 5 days ago, they were all there, all the nurses, doctors, because I got the Pfizer, but they were also giving out AstraZeneca and the other one, the Simpro or Cipro. I don't know why they're still giving that out. Yeah, my My wife got 2.
People don't want to take the one from China. They're
saying that they're gonna with this new dosage, they're gonna give the booster to the people that have had the 2 shots, like my wife and the 18-year-old daughter.
Right.
But what I did was, she had already signed up, and I had already paid for Moderna here in Surin, 2 doses. So they're both going to take in the first week in October. So they're both going to take one of my shots, and now they've had their booster and they're ready to go. Because we're planning on going on vacation around the middle or end of October.
I'm going to get off the chat. Dave, thanks for letting me come on for a minute.
Hey, no problem, Robert.
I was going to name anybody, but somebody already came on here, so.
You know what it is. You have to be so careful. I'm new. Kevin's been around. Mitch has been around. Brock probably has been around. I haven't been around YouTube that long. Can't believe how jealous people are. Can't believe how careful you have to be on. Oh, hey, Mitch, I saw this guy. Oh, don't go. No, you don't want to do that. Oh, well, he seemed all right, but no, don't want to do that. It's hard to understand. But what I've done is the ones that I know that are trolls. Okay, I've went and I've looked and I've watched and said, okay, I'm done. I don't need this one. That's another good thing about YouTube. You can shut them up. And I know Robert. He doesn't have a mean bone in his body, let alone a racist one or anything. So
I heard some of the stuff from another person about what was said. And, oh my God, if I would have heard that and I was on there, I'd have blew a rod, man. That's unacceptable. That's crazy, man. Some of these channels might have 5 subs or they might have 500,000. We're all do our thing. Everybody puts effort in it, and we should all support each other. There shouldn't be any of this cutthroat stuff in this society like this. It shouldn't happen. We're all human. We got one goal to film and share, and I just don't understand. I'm appalled by it. I'm literally, oh my God.
It's scary. You got to be careful. And like I said, it doesn't take much because, boy, I'll tell you what, especially with a couple of bad instances that I had early in starting this channel, it doesn't take much for people to go off, and they will watch you and they'll say, oh, so-and-so was seen on this channel. And that guy just said that the sky's falling, and boy, what an idiot. And it comes back. I know Kevin's thick skinned. He has to be. So do I now. And you have to be thick skinned and let him come.
I don't care that crap. If you let your friend know, Kevin, I support military.
Yeah, I actually, to be honest with you, I don't mind trolls because they end up pushing a lot of view time your way.
Yeah.
My only issue with that particular individual was the racial aspect he took against me, against my friendship with another YouTuber who happens to be another retired military guy, and it's just
unacceptable, man.
That's trolling it a little bit too far.
Yeah,
definitely. He pushed it, and he went back on and he apologized for it, which he can accept it or he cannot accept it. I think the guy got his life threatened, and he was going to get the crap beat out of him, and he decided to maybe do it. No, you can't say stuff like that and then apologize. But I give him a little bit of credit for doing that. I don't do that.
Really didn't watch much, but I can't go to a channel like that. That's unacceptable.
Look at Mark. He thinks he's in Thailand or something.
Yeah,
he's got some lake. Is that some lake in Australia? Is that what that is? A freshwater lake?
It's my backdrop.
All right.
It's my
Robert.
It's my backdrop.
Have a good day.
Thanks, Dave.
It's your backdrop? All right. Have a good day, Robert. All right.
Hey, Robert.
Is that the ASQ hotel?
Yes. Do you want to have a quick tour? How are you, Kevin? Hello, everybody.
I'm jealous.
So
I know that place.
This is my ASQ, so I'll try to get out of the. Kevin, please don't condemn me.
Right on, Bill.
It's a little bit dirty, my friend. I'm sorry. I forgot to pack the dice.
Mine looked pretty bad after 14 days, man. Mine looked pretty bad.
Well, it's only 3 days. So this is my kitchen area. Obviously, the bed, my little workstation over here. Look at this. They called me obese on that app. Do you believe that? Oh, I can't believe it. And then, so this is my balcony.
What
Yeah,
am
that's
I?
what I'm jealous of. I didn't have a balcony. I'm jealous, man. With that view and just being able to get fresh air, like that's the key. If you're gonna do ASQ, you got to do it like that.
Yeah,
Well,
yeah. So
let's see from Mark if he's on top of everything. How many days and a wake up do you have? Do you know? Do you have 13?
13. No,
13?
I think it's 12. I think it's
12?
12.
10 in a wake up. If you're on 3, you got 10 in a wake up.
No, yeah, hang on. I get it all wrong. I'm not military, so I apologize. Hang on, days. There we go.
Prisoners actually use that too.
Freedom Day, 12 days. Freedom Day, 12 days.
So 11 in a wake up. 11 in a wake up.
And you got your
wake up. Thank you.
and you got your gal that you haven't seen in forever, your daughter who you haven't seen in forever, and the small dog that you haven't seen in forever. So you're going to have quite a reunion. They're going to come get you, right?
They're going to come and get me.
Very good, very good.
Yeah. So look, I can't complain, and like Kevin said, it's nice having that fresh air. I've got the aircon on now only because I shut the doors, but otherwise I'm getting a beautiful breeze. And I probably turned the air conditioning on maybe about 2:00 in the afternoon. I slept with the door open last night. Bloody mozzies came in and had a field day. So
now, what floor are you on? What floor are you on, Mark?
I'm on the 5th floor.
Fifth
I
floor.
cannot complain about the food. I have too much. I eat probably 3/4 of the food that they give me. The rest of it I put in the fridge. They do have a garbage collection, so I had been putting the food in the freezer, the stuff that I didn't eat, just to stop any ants and bad smells. But this morning I stuck it out. Thanks, Andy. I've been working on that for a long time, my friend.
I have a pot belly, a hot pot belly.
Yeah,
So
because I'm always stuffing it.
Yeah, some people aspire to a 6-pack. I went for the whole keg. So
There you go.
I wasn't happy with the 6-pack. I wanted a whole slab. So
The only good thing about being considered obese on the index is it will help you get your vaccination if you're here in Thailand. That's one of the things. Diabetes, high blood pressure, obese, everything. So I must be severely obese. I won't even look at any kind of chart like that. I just like to very politely call myself a fat bastard and just leave it at that.
Yeah.
yeah, look, I put in my height. I put in 183, so that's 6 foot. I put in my weight, 100 kilo, and I put in my waist size, which is a 34, and they said, warning.
Oh, geez, I don't want to go near that app or whatever that is. I don't want to.
Tommy J, so what I have, I can't order anything. But I get a comprehensive menu that I get to choose from. I have 3 options. So for breakfast, I can have an American breakfast, and I choose a fried egg, an omelette, or scrambled eggs, or I can have a continental breakfast, either pancakes or French toast, and I can have fried rice or supreme soup, all with juice, milk, and coffee. For lunch, I can have a club sandwich, stir-fried fettuccine with Hawaiian sausage, or steamed rice, chicken, tom yum soup, fried pork. For dinner changes up every other day. So pork rolls, steamed rice and omelette, sour soup, and shrimp chan am. So
well, let me ask you this. So being an obese person, can you order all that you just said for one sitting?
No, you get to choose one.
That's not good.
It comes
Fluffy.
with a
Fluffy.
it comes with a truckload of fruit.
That's
too,
a new one for me.
Every day I get a heap of fruit. And I must have about 48 bottles of water. So 48 bottles of water. So little kitchen. So they give me bread. I've got ham and stuff. I can have toasted ham sandwiches if I got really hungry during the day. So
good.
Perfect. Hi, Paul. How you doing? Glad you come by. I can't remember who it was that I answered at 5:00 this morning that asked me about the price of my wall on my house. So if you're in here, I'm sorry, I forgot right now. I have Alzheimer's. Once you start watching the channel, you'll realize that I forget things all the time. But if you're in here and you want to ask about any other questions about the house and the wall, by all means, jump in and ask away. So you can't get delivery. Is that where we ended that?
No, but I mean,
how's the food?
comprehensive.
What's the food like?
Oh, food's been pretty good. Food's been very good. I mean, I got this green stuff the other day. It smelt delicious. It was tasted delicious. Is booze included? So no, it's not. But let me look, I know nobody really watches any YouTube channel. So let me tell you just a secret just for you guys.
Especially mine.
I'll just look around, right? No one's watching. So I had 3 bags. I had my go bag. I had a backpack, I had a suitcase. So for the first time in 27 visits to Thailand, when I came through customs, they pulled me over to the bag scanner and they said, all right, put the 3 bags through. Put your bags on there. And I said, oh, what about this one? They said, no. And the third one was the one with the liter bottle of Jack Daniels in it. It went through. So
now I saw you say that.
I didn't pick up on it.
I saw you saying that on whatever. I think it was Talk Back Thailand. So I had heard that story. But
yeah.
Did you ever find out, or does anybody know? Does drinking alcohol raise your temperature? I know somebody asked.
That bloke up there told me that it does. So I believe him. He's the Messiah.
Is he? Well, he drinks all the time. He's constantly drunk.
Yeah. I test these theories. You know,
he's always got a temperature because he's always drunk. But let's see. John wants to know what kind of reptiles you seen. You know, I haven't seen any yet. Now I know that. I don't know if you saw the video. I paid money and had the spraying system put underneath my house for termites, all kinds of bugs, insects, and that kind of stuff. I don't know what it does for reptiles, but I've seen no snakes, no rats, I haven't seen anything like that. Not yet, anyway. We'll see what happens when I move over. But I don't know. I think I'd take a chance on running a little bit of a temperature if I could get a nice Crown Royal, glass of Crown Royal on the rocks or something. So,
I got a question. I got a question for you about your house.
Go ahead.
So, with all this flooding going on, do they have like flood zones? Like, does Thailand let you know if your house is in a flood zone for like insurance purposes and stuff like that?
Not that I know of. I don't think so. Like, I'll tell you what, I sold my house in Central California, up in the high Sierras, right? Sold it to my nephew who wanted the house really bad. Worked a deal with him. Everything worked out okay, but I had my insurance there. I owned the house for 18, 19 years, 20 years, maybe, something like that. And they're charging him $500 a month for fire insurance because of the area he's in. And I know that they do have floodplain and stuff like that in California because I built a house in Agua Dulce and the guy built the damn thing. I bought it mid-construction and the guy built the house facing the wrong direction. So it was actually facing so the water would come right into the house. So I ended up having to put a retaining wall across the front of the house. But here I don't think so. They don't even, I don't know. The brother took in the plans. He drew the plans. He took them to the city. He had them signed off. He did all that. I raised the land and I got lucky on that because they told me, my wife came to me during the first epidemic, and said, we need to raise the land if we ever plan on building there. And I said, okay. She goes, right now, everybody's out of work. It would cost at least 70 or 80,000 baht to raise the land on our little plot there. The guy did it for 30,000 baht and he did it in one day, completely raised the whole thing, so, and that's what I'm running across now. These people are dying to work. I don't know. I think I told the story already, but the brother, I'm going to call him brother. They're all cousins. She doesn't have any brothers. But the one that's doing the wall, I hired 3 of his friends to help him, lift the slats into place and all that and give them work. And then I told him, hey, it's slowing down. You're just going to be doing ironwork. You're going to do the gate, the man gate. You make the wall smooth and clean up everything, paint it, all that kind of stuff. Maybe we'll just cut it down. He goes, oh, she comes back to me and goes, he doesn't have the heart to tell. What two guys is he going to tell that they can't work? Because they're going to have to leave and go somewhere. So they came back and we made a deal. I said, okay, here. And they don't charge anything to begin with. I feel so bad, but I mean, I don't bleed money, so, but they'll work. They're working for 400 baht a day.
Yeah.
And, so what is that? $12. And they're happy. They're happy. They said if we went someplace else, we'd only get maybe $3, maybe $2.50. I'm going, you're kidding me. $6, $7, $8. But they're happy. They're smiling. Their parents have come over to the brother's house and said, thank you very much for, letting him work. And now we can eat and, blah, blah, blah. So that's why I laughed when Foreigner Joe said that somebody had actually come on his channel and says, how dare you build a house with all this stuff going on and these poor Thai people. And you know how many people I feed on all the people, the electricians, the steel workers, all these people on there.
Sense. It's exactly opposite.
Yeah, exactly. We laughed about it. Joe's a great guy, man. He's awesome. I hope he's feeling better. I think he's healing up because he put something on Facebook. They were kicked back in the backyard. I think maybe drinking a glass of wine. So I think they're doing better. Hey, Randy, how are you?
Meet him.
Yeah, he's great, man. You're gonna dig him. They're great people. But so I think what was I ranting about? Was that a rant? It wasn't considered a rant.
Yeah, good information, Craig. Thanks. That's cool.
Pretty much. Let's see.
Flood insurance and stuff.
Okay. Pretty much no flood insurance. Thailand, except large companies insured abroad. Well, Thai insurance can cover things like flooding from rooftop water tanks. Okay. Yeah, it's kind of weird. I asked my wife the other day. Joe had said that they only had to pay taxes on the land until they built their house, which sounds a little weird, but okay. We're still checking into it because I asked my wife the other day, have you paid any kind of tax on this land that you own? And she said no, which kind of makes me. We had some land in the middle of the desert in California, and my mom bought for nothing a million years ago. And people will come and try to pay your taxes. And I guess if they pay your taxes for 5 years or something, they get the property. So we're going to find out about that. If I find out any information about tax laws here on land in Thailand, I'll let everybody know. But the people must have been pissed. What's that?
We're not paying any taxes, land rates, or any of that. We just pay a little bit for rubbish collection and our water and electricity.
Yeah, I got to have. They're going to charge me 10,000 baht just to bring the water to the property, which I want because I want it as a backup. I checked into the water filtration is going to cost me 12,000 baht for the water filtration from the well or from anything. It's going to be on the other side of the tank. So it's going to be interesting. I've got a pretty good breakdown, but again, I think I'm going to be right around 3 million baht. It's going to be really close to that, but I'm going to have breakdowns on the wall, on what I paid the guys from lunches to, everything. So anybody will know. Like I said, a couple of people said and have commented that it's not worth it. I'll tell you what, if my wife didn't own the land outright and couldn't get the loan herself through the bank, I would have just rented something. Not a doubt in my mind. But in this case, instead of me paying 10,000 baht for renting someplace, I'm going to pay 14,000 baht and she's going to own it. So it's like a no-brainer for me, no brainer at all.
We own our house.
You own yours?
Yeah, we bought everything, paid cash for everything.
Yeah, and I'm almost positive Joe. Yeah, Joe paid cash for everything on his. I think $400 a day building. Yeah, you're probably right, Johnny. They're happy. I mean, they're really, truly very. That's what I like about the Thai people. They're just respectful and like I said, you give them this much, whether it be a woman, a man, any Thai person, and you're going to get it back 200 times over. And it doesn't have to be money, and it doesn't have to just be friendly talks, hello, smiles. It's just I don't know. I can't think of any other place that I would rather be.
You show respect, you get it back.
Yeah, and you get it back 10 times more than you gave it. It's just amazing, amazing.
I'd like to have 300 or 400 baht a day in dividends.
And dividends?
You bet.
There's no tax in Thailand, but
that'd be cool. That would help the cause.
Okay, I see. That makes sense. Off of Google, the almighty Google said that.
Yeah, I've heard that before, though. But yeah.
But yeah, so they're happy,
John,
and I still gonna
take care, John.
All right, John? Take it easy. They're gonna be there till January at least, because as soon as he's done with the house, I'm starting the plunge pool, jacuzzi, and the pond, and the hardscape and landscape of the backyard and the whole property. It's not much. It's not a very big piece of property, but so they're going to be there till January. I just got to figure out. I mean, I'm probably going to have to cut back. I don't think I can use 5 of them. I just don't think it's feasible, but we'll see. And I'll keep everybody around. Uli's here. I didn't know. There he is. How you doing, Uli?
Hey, Uli.
Oh, I didn't notice. Yeah.
He's out from
Hi, Uli.
quarantine. Out from quarantine. All right, cool.
What have I got, Kevin? 11 and a wake up.
11.
Yeah, 11 and a wake up. You don't count the last day. That's the wake up.
Right.
That's the wake up. Yeah.
I am still hoping that as of if things work out, that maybe if it all comes to fruition, maybe on the 1st of October, because I'm due to get out on the 3rd of October. I might be able to, I don't know, sneak out. I don't know. Not sure.
Yeah, if they lift everything, you might be able to.
I wonder how that works if they grandfather people into the, you know what I mean? If they grandfather you, like at some point there's got to be a cutoff, like what is the poor last guy that has to do quarantine. Like the next day they're like, no more quarantine.
So I had my first COVID test yesterday, but it's not in this building. It's in the building next door. So you just get a message on the phone saying you need to come for your COVID test. So I didn't know where to go, right? And I walk out. There's 2 other inmates that got the same message. So there was a really young guy from Western Australia, and a Scottish guy. So the Western Australian guy was on his 2nd COVID test, and the Scotsman was on his 3rd. So he's due out probably in a day or 2, the other bloke. So I just followed them. So we were having I suppose that you did it as well. You're having a little chat. Oh, what are you in for? What are you in? I'm hoping to get parole, So, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, mine was all. I would see the same Indian family every time I did mine. We were in the same. We were sitting at the same time. So.
Now, what about you, Mitch? They came to the room, right?
The one time they came to the room, that was that
was the last
completely
time.
Different.
Right. Before you were out and about because you were in the sandbox, right? So you were out and about.
Yeah, sandbox. I went over to a parking garage literally over by the Big C. It's about 1 kilometer away.
And
but
yours was
one day
rapid too. Yours was a rapid because you got them the same day. Like ours is like the big test where you have to wait a day.
My 2nd test, I took that, went out on the bike all day, beautiful day, riding around, and came back and they greeted me in the lobby waving a piece of paper. You COVID. I was like, what? And everybody was like, vanished except for the manager and the receptionist. And they shuffled me to my room, and I had a false positive. So it started to rain later that day. So I had to stay in my room until the next day after they tested me. And I was fine. So I was a little bit scared there for a bit, thinking, oh, God, this is going to get expensive.
And I think the advice to be is to, if you do get a positive, which is probably going to be a false positive, don't go back to your room. Lock yourself in the room. Make them physically come and get you.
I don't think it happened to them before because they didn't know what to do, because I was talking to Dave. I was like, I'm hungry, man. I'm ordering Food Panda. So I went down to the lobby and I met the Food Panda guy. They're just looking at me.
Yeah,
it was funny.
Let's see. What's this one?
I bet a lot. You know what? I had flushed the heck out of my nose with that thing that everybody says, "Oh, do that," and I just think they couldn't get enough culture to test. That's why they got a false positive.
Well,
It was like, "Oh, we can't read anything. Lock them up."
5 or 6 hours into the flight, my nose just started running. And it's a decent sized hooter, yeah. So I'm just shoving handkerchiefs up my bloody hooter. I'm thinking these people are going to start spinning out Singapore Airlines thinking I've got bloody COVID or something. So, but I think it was the first time that I'd been in air conditioning for months. And it was just, I don't know, maybe the temperature change in the plane. I was hoping to be on here tonight, which is Richard Travel, because I've got to give him a big thumbs up. You know, I checked in at Singapore Airlines in Melbourne and they said, "Hey, do you know Richard Travel?" And I said, "Yes, I do." Straight to business class for you, young man.
He's got a lot of pulls. He's a big YouTuber. Big YouTuber.
Oh, yeah.
He's got pull all over the world. Yeah, I don't know.
Well, I had my Richard Travel hat on.
If I had to guess, and this is only a guess, I'd say it's got to be less than 1%, maybe 2. I don't know. But I know that they do get them here and there, but I think they're not making as big of a deal out of it now because it's more like what happened to Mitch. Okay, stay here. We're going to test you tomorrow and see what it comes up.
And I'm the one that said false positive. I think they probably in Thai it probably said inconclusive.
Right. That could be.
You know, sounds better though. False positive there.
It can't be much. But like I said, I don't know. They've got, what is it, the 7 and 7 now? You can go to Phuket for 7 days and then go to Samui for 7 days, or go to Krabi now, or I think you can go to other places.
Yeah, there's so many I've lost track.
Yeah, I have too. I heard that it's Krabi, Hua Hin. They're talking about Pattaya, right?
Yeah,
I've heard
Chiang Mai as well.
And Chiang Mai. Yeah, the oldest daughter wants to go to Chiang Mai really, really bad. Her best friend, I guess, had moved there a while ago.
Tommy, don't tell Mark that I actually got to fly on the private jet.
Well, and you hogged it too because it was meant to come back to Melbourne, but you said, "No, I just want it on standby because I think I might duck up to Chiang Mai for the day." Thank you very much.
Yeah, sorry about that, Mark, but you know. Yeah.
Yeah, I want.
So is it going to rain today here, Mark? It's going to rain again? Do you think?
I don't know. It was. I was sitting out there yesterday. For those of us that are in Pattaya, 1, 2, and 3.
Holy smokes!
It was. You're looking at Koh Lan out there, and then all of a sudden you can't see Koh Lan, and then it just took about 15 minutes, and you're just watching this front roll in, and then my toes started to get a bit wet, so I came inside. But I don't know today. I don't know.
You got to change. You got to change your name now, Mark. Mark could be just anybody from. You got to be Mark in Thailand, so people can know where you live, who you are now. You're not an Australian anymore.
Yeah, well, Mark is just some random dude on the internet. Mark, some random dude. Although, can you say dude? I'm not sure. Sorry.
Yeah, you can say
it's
dude.
acceptable.
Yeah,
I can say dude. All right.
In certain circles, you can say dude.
Yeah.
Only a couple people are offended by that.
Yeah. Some people just call me that no matter what. They call me dude. I don't take any offense to it. But some people do.
I thought John Wayne used to walk around calling everybody dude.
Dude, I believe you're right. I believe you're right.
Yeah.
I look like John Wayne on my motorbike. You know how he looked on a horse? He's a real big guy on a little horse.
We can never talk about the stories of me going to high school. That'll have to be a whole nother channel and another YouTube world. But the guy that was the narcotics, or the narc, we called him,
hey, whatever. Florida's in the house.
Hey, Stuck. He was a retired cop, 6'4", almost 400 pounds, and he drove a little. And when I say moped, I mean a real moped, the one with the pedals and all. He completely enveloped this freaking thing. He was a motor cop. Great guy. Buck was his name. But
I'm
yeah, he was,
multitasking right now.
are you?
Yeah.
What did it say?
I dropped my Bluetooth in my soup last night, so I'm taking it apart. I could go get another one for 300 baht, but I just like to work on things.
Stuck's here. Who else here? Andy's been here.
Thanks, Doug. Thanks, Joe. Yeah.
I've got my
Hang on, I've got it.
my spoon for parts. Put my parts in there.
What is this? I can't see it. Was this stuff that Joe is sending you, or what?
Yeah.
Mark is our hero.
It's gotta be stuff Joe's sending. I know
That
mine's
is
been
me.
dinging.
That is
Mine's
me
been
too.
dinging. Yeah, mine's been dinging a little bit, so I'm figuring Joe's sending out some good stuff. Oh, he says hello to Stuck.
Yeah, it
Joe
looks a little
says
spicy,
last,
Tommy. You were wiping your brow. I saw that. I was like, yeah, that's spicy. My nose starts to run. Holy smokes.
Was that in the video this morning? The video this morning?
I watched it
Tommy
this
did?
morning. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what he was
Yeah,
saying.
like dark
What was
30
it?
here.
It was Kai Pao Mu.
Flipping, man, Austin, that, Texas. I enjoyed Texas when I was stationed there a long time ago.
Well, you could sure tell that Chuck was jonesing for Thai food. Boy, he was eating. He was
Oh, yeah.
definitely missing Thai food.
Yeah.
I think I might at this point. I mean, there's a bunch of junk food and crap I want to eat when I got back to the States, but I think after a little while, I think I'd probably be jonesing for some homemade.
I
Thai
was
food.
after watching that video. Or while
Yeah,
I
you've
was
been wanting to
watching
get
it.
it when you're getting till you got here. You wanted to get some of that. What was it for the first 3 days? You lived on meat on a stick, right? So you
Oh,
had for
dude,
the
I was
first
like,
3
I
days?
can't. I said, Pakapao guy, Pakapao boo. Like again, I'm like, Dad, I'm OD in here, just mainlining that stuff. Yeah, it was good.
Dirty old man.
Hey,
I
Chris.
use these. I use this. It's a Sony set of headphones. I don't know what the sound's like coming out
Hey,
at
Chris.
your end.
The sound is great.
Yeah,
Good
so
sound. Yeah.
good, and they're noise cancelling too. So I'll just
Oh wow. I'm going to say one thing. They're also probably expensive, is my guess.
Okay, so that goes.
You're talking no sound, Mark.
Mine are JBL.
sorry, it was muted when I turned it off.
Oh, okay.
I think that was
It's
$300 or $400 Australian.
Aussie dollar or American?
Yeah, Aussie dollar. But I've had them for years, and they noise cancelling is absolutely fantastic. So
Okay, what about yours, Brock? Are yours noise canceling?
Yes, they're noise cancelling, but they're great for walking because they do allow background noise through, so you can hear cars and.
Now, what microphone are you using?
It's in the headset.
Okay, Mark's is 10 times better on the audio.
As in,
So-
I have to put the.
No, not level, just the sound quality itself, don't you think?
Okay.
Speak for a second, Mark.
testing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Yeah, it's like yours is like tinny or something. I don't know. It's probably because it's in your ear. It still sounds fine. Don't get me wrong. It sounds fine.
That's the way I talk.
I have JBLs. Who said that? Oh, there's yours. Okay. They last 2 hours. How long do they last, Mark?
Off a whole flight. So
8
8,
hours
9 hours,
plus.
8, 9 hours, no problems. 8, 9 hours, no problems. I'm just getting the model number for Dirty Old Man 750 NA.
Kevin went off. Bye, Kevin. Let's see. I have a string in a can. Joe has a string in a can. How much is the string in a can, Joe? Is it more than 300, 400 Aussie dollars?
Oh, look what I've got.
Vegemite. I'm ready.
It's only a little one.
I'll be there in October sometime, so I'll definitely.
Thanks, Kev.
We'll be meeting up. All right. Thanks, Kevin. Thanks for coming on, man. I really appreciate it.
I'll make that video soon.
looking forward to meeting you in person, Kevin. I really am. So, like everybody that I've met that have been very kind to a poor backwards boy from down under. I mean,
Backwards.
I'm just going to refer to myself as the boy from down under, since the American president doesn't even know who the prime minister is.
Yeah. You bet, Robert.
His mic.
Yes, it does. Yes, it does.
It's
Dirty
hanging
old man.
down
It has a built-in mic.
It's hanging down. There you go. It sounds great. They sound good, no doubt. Of course, not as good as my $12 microphone. My $12.
No. Of course not.
Can't get much.
Yeah, what's the deal? What are we going to have a taste off here? Or did you bring Marmite with you, or just Vegemite?
Marmite's for the people that sit over on the left. Right? This is if you're a man, you eat Vegemite.
Vegemite. Oh,
Puts hairs on your chest. Look.
Yeah,
hairs on your chest.
Gary says Joe doesn't know what day it is. Mitch, it looks like he found a place within my budget.
Yeah, man cave here. It's actually a quarry in
Italy.
In a region in Italy that I won't mention.
He says that he's in Batea, but he's really in Italy. He just didn't want anybody to know. That you know there's like 4 Mitches, right? There was 4 babies. There's 4 of them. That's why people
wow,
say
that's
they
funny.
Don't sleep.
30 and wake up. Did you read what Kevin just wrote about? He dated an Aussie yesterday.
I went on a date with an Aussie.
Oh, dirty old man. Wait, am I reading this one? I went on a date with an Aussie yesterday. She appreciates my
Missouri accent,
Louise.
which I found hilarious. Now, was this an Aussie lady boy or was an Aussie lady?
Jesus, does it matter?
Just kidding, Kevin. Of course, hey, if it was, I got no problem with that.
We had fun looking at condos together, Kevin and I.
Yeah, he said, you guys, I've seen a few of them that Mitch has had that he's been kind enough to share with me, and the one that Kevin did. But Kevin has a thing that he showed it. They're awesome for the amount of money. It's just unbelievable. I mean, it's sad for Thailand, but it's great for the person that's here. But I think you find a happy medium, because these people that are going to get 10, 12, 14,000, 18,000, whatever, for something they should be getting 30,000, 28, 25, they are still happy to get the money that they're getting, because otherwise they'd have nothing. And most of them own them. If they're Thai, they probably own them. But, anything helps them. So I don't think.
Yeah.
What did Andy say?
Yeah, I think who's the American president? Roosevelt, isn't it?
Roosevelt, yeah.
Roosevelt.
Truman. That's 2 of them.
Yeah.
No, isn't it Putin?
Washington. I think it's Washington, Andy.
Thank you.
George Washington.
Yeah, it sure is, Tom. Yeah.
Oh, now you guys get to watch me eat. No, I'm not going to eat yet. What did I do? What am I missing? I'll let you see. I got fried pork, carrots, and cucumber.
Oh, nice.
And sticky rice. Lucky man. He's probably going to put me in the hospital. Although they cook it good. They cook it without sodium. What did Dirty Old Man say?
I've never dated an Australian woman.
I had an Australian lady try to pick me up in Samui, and I already had a lady sleeping in my room. That never happens to me in the U.S. Never happened to me ever.
I was married to 2 Australian girls. It didn't work out for me. So
I was married to 3 or 4. 3
American
USA women. One good one. 2 marriages. First one, second one, 9 months apiece. So they knew they weren't going to work. And then 28 years, 27 years, something like that. Got lucky. I'll take the one. Let's see. We still have a love connection going on. We're almost into the second hour, and we'll be rolling right into our Dirty Old Man love connection. There we are. Huh? Yeah. They're laughing, talking about her house. How long before you're going to come here, Dirty Old Man? If you can, just send money. Don't think about anything else.
Just send money.
Thailand. I'd like to be straight down to the burger. All right, Tom. Tom came in case you didn't know. He came by, and sad news: his brother-in-law passed away, very young age. I think 37. Sad. But anyway, he dropped his wife went out the day before. He came out the other day and drove straight from Rayong to Surin, and we went and had a hamburger. Very, very good man. Glad that I got to meet him and look forward to seeing him in October when I get there. Same here, Mark. They love Vegemite. Gary, are you a Vegemite eater? Is Gary a Vegemite eater? I'm gathering.
I think he's Marmite. Marmite.
Marmite sounds like. Don't we have something like that? That's like a. What the hell is it? A covering for wood? What do they call that?
Melamine.
Vermiculite.
Melamite.
Melamite. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what Marmite does when it dries.
Turns into that coating.
I've never had Marmite, so maybe you guys could use me as a guinea pig.
I'll try anything. You know, coming to Thailand's been a new experience for me. The only thing I haven't eaten yet. My wife loves the bugs, man. The kids love the crickets and the whatever.
Certain bugs I like.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The silky worm kind of squishy.
Those are great.
Do
You
like them? See, I couldn't eat that.
Yeah, gosh, it's like eating popcorn to me, kind of.
Yeah. See, I gotta try.
Nuts, like
but I do try a lot.
Just
beer nuts.
Shovel them down.
I do try a lot since I've been here.
Yeah, your Mojo. We've kind of figured that.
What's that?
I've eaten the bugs here in Thailand before, but I've eaten bugs in Australia too. We eat witchetty grubs they're big, about that big, big white ones that tunnel into trees. They're not
50
bad.
years. That's unbelievable, Bobby. Let's see. What did we say? I would like to meet Dirty Old Man first. Money could be later. Thank you. I love Thailand. You're a good woman. Marmite and Vegemite. Which one does Andy like? Both? I didn't see the
Guessing
question.
he doesn't like either of them because he calls it axle grease.
Axle grease. Okay. What did Brock say about it? Marmite is vegetable extract. Yes.
There you go. That's what it looks like. Let me put a bit on my finger.
Looks like tar, right? Like tar.
Yeah.
And you just eat it. Oh, it's got to taste like shit. I said shit. Oh man, I got to put money in.
I haven't got any money.
You haven't got your jug here?
No. I don't even know where my wallet is.
You'll have to write it out, mate.
I was able to get some folding stuff out of the ATM at Suvarnabhumi for those who said that you can't. Well, you can.
Yeah, I did hear that. Because I think it was Kevin. He's still here, right, Kevin? Kevin was the one that said that they wouldn't let him use the.
Yes,
the
it was Kevin. Yeah.
Yeah.
They let me do it, Kevin. So they let me get a.
Cool. Well, maybe they're getting a little more at ease now. It's been a while since
There you
Kevin.
go, Dave. I shared a photo.
All right, I'll put it up because I don't usually like. I have to look at myself now, but there we are. That was in front of the house. So he's a good man, man. We had a great time. It was
Nice
fun.
picture.
Yeah, I'm looking
Nice
forward.
photo.
When we go there, he said that we're going to get because I'm going to bring. It's going to be me and my wife, and we're going to go down and. He's got a special place at a beach that he likes to go to with the wife and kids and spend the day there. So that's actually sounding quite tempting. And then definitely going to have a boys' afternoon where Mark and Mitch and me and Kevin and Tom.
A jar of Vegemite.
Yeah, we'll have to put that on film because people are going to actually want to see me projectile vomit. So we're going to want to get that live. But I will definitely take.
Not very much salt too.
What's that?
There's not much salt in Vegemite.
Oh, okay, good.
It tastes salty, but it's
Really?
not. But it's not a lot of salt.
Said, met him the other day. Very nice. Yeah, he's a good guy. He's a good guy. Definitely doesn't deserve some of the stuff he's had to go through since he's been here.
So 280 grams, and there's 4.5 kilos of salt. So no, it's pretty good for you.
I'm using StreamYards that Dave has provided.
What's that?
I'm answering Dirty Old Man's question about what I use for green screen.
Oh, okay.
And good.
When you log
and
on
good
to the
with
thing, you can choose all the stuff there. And
Yeah, if you ever want to come on, let me know. I know you don't
Yeah,
have all the equipment
pretty
or whatever,
cool.
but all you need is a phone.
it's fun to play
Basically.
with.
No, they haven't yet, Gary. I'm hoping. We're going to definitely, that one spot where there's water, I'm definitely going to have, I don't think they use DG here, but whatever they use, rock or whatever, I'm going to have them dump it so it at least makes it level so it drains off like the rest of the road. I'd have that done. But like I said before, I have to talk to the brother that's doing the actual building because he had the city or whatever it's called out twice walking the road. So I'm hoping that they do. It would be nice if they did something with it, asphalt or anything actually. Software, okay. And it said thank you, Dave. What did he say? I missed it. Yeah, whenever you want, you're more than welcome.
Okay, guys, I'm going to get rolling.
Yeah, it is. We
I
have
spent too
my
much time on my tail here.
We're one thumbs down.
one. Damn it, Mitch. Why do you have to do
That wasn't me.
It's not nice, man.
Watch,
feel so bad.
I'll
Now-
hit thumbs down now.
I'll probably have to stay up all night and probably do some kind of meds or something now because I've got a thumbs up. I mean, I've got a thumbs down. Sometimes I can't handle it. I don't know. Sometimes I lose it.
You can't handle the truth.
That's right. I can't.
Great movie.
All right. Well, what have we been? An hour and 7 minutes. Everybody want to
Oh,
stay
don't
in
stop
route?
on my account, guys. You're doing great.
Well, I have this.
Oh,
Right in front of me.
Food. Oh. Take care, everybody. It's nice seeing everybody. Mike,
Thank you.
Tommy,
Okay.
Cheers, Mitch.
See you, mate.
Joe, Bill,
Take
Josh,
it easy.
Kevin, thanks for coming on. Robert Mack, Gary. Let me read them all. What the heck? Huawei, of course. Time to get going. Mojo.
Bob Mac.
If I missed anybody, I apologize. But that's okay. There's always tomorrow or the next day. See you guys.
All right,
See you,
brother.
Mitch.
Take it
Enjoy.
easy.
See,
I'll talk to you
go have
later.
lunch with. You can go have lunch with Chocolate Man. Oh wait, Chocolate
Yeah,
Man's
maybe.
gone.
He might be. We need to do
Well,
my
it could be
after. All right, Gary. Stay fit. I think we're going to only be on maybe for a few more minutes anyway. I want to eat, but there's 27 people. I hate to take off. We can talk. I can keep from eating.
Yeah. I mean,
I
I've
can-
just sent
trust me.
a message to my missus to say that listen, I'm busy working at the moment.
I definitely could. It wouldn't hurt me to miss a few meals. That's for sure. What do we got here? What am I missing? To everyone have a fantastic day. Taking the 7 kisses.
See you, Tom.
Cool. Oh, it's a
Yeah.
Bury Ram. Okay.
Good
I know
on
exactly
you,
where that
Tom.
is. Are you going to the
on you,
one where that has the soccer field or whatever it is there with the racetrack around it? I forget what they call it. Probably are. All right. Well, have a good day. Hell, if I knew that, I would have took off for McDonald's. No, my wife won't let me on the scooter. She said, I threatened to go to Bury Ram, and she said, no, you can't go there. I said, I didn't hear that. So now she's starting to feed me false information. She's starting to feed me the wrong information. What does Robert say? He's got to go. He's got a pipe leaking. I need to get to Arizona. Wow. Where are you at now? You're in Southern California, right? Take it easy, Mitch. Let's see. Randy, take care to Mitch. Everybody say goodbye to Mitch. And I think Chris has to run. Lunchtime here now. Okay. Well, you're locked down. You can't go anywhere, can you, Chris? Or do they let you out of the house? Mark was telling me that they've increased the deal from 10 steps away from your home to 15 steps. So you could actually almost walk around your home somewhere in Australia.
Yeah.
Let's see. Give a few minutes warning before shutting down so that everyone gets a chance to say goodbye. Okay, I sure will. Good observation. I should do that. I know
All right.
sometimes I say it too quick. Did it? So Kevin, no question on Thai experts. I'm looking to buy.
So
Yeah, I think you're on the right track because I talked to Mitch about it, and I had to leave yesterday or when your live stream was, and I had asked you a question, what bike you were going to get, and he said you were looking at the Aerox, the same one that Chocolate Man has. Excellent choice. I think for the dollar, if I had my choice between the two, I might lean more towards the PCX, but the Aerox I think might handle just a little bit better. And I don't know if you're going to buy one new or used, but one a couple of years old versus the PCX, you can get the Aerox for like low 30s, 32, 33,000, where the PCX is going to be close to 45, 50,000. They're good bikes, man. I think that would be my for the price. I don't know. Like I said, I don't know if you're buying it new or not. I know that there's I don't know anything about. You might want to check out this drone. You might, if you're going to buy new, and you might want to check out the PCX, the 160 now, the brand new one, or according to everybody in Thailand, the ADV 150 is the scooter to have. There's my 250 cents worth, Kevin.
So
so
Kevin,
that's what my wife wants.
I'm a member of Rayong area expats. So yesterday there was a guy selling a Yamaha Aero X 155 for 2019 model, red and black, green book, one-time owner, 6,400 kilometers, 37,000 baht.
There you go, right there.
That's a picture of it there. So
that thing's not even broken in yet with 9,000. Yeah.
No,
and
so he must be only around the corner.
Yeah.
So I can send you an email with his. Or actually, Kevin. I don't know. I don't think this is all for advertising. He's put it on there. So take a screenshot of that if you wanted to have a talk to him. That's his lineup.
Oh, there you go. I saw that, Craig. I watched that their video. They seem like real good people. I think Mitch met them. I haven't, obviously, but they seem like really good people.
Yes, William. Really good food. Good food.
Got it. All right. He said he's just.
Don't listen to me, Kevin. I'm just a random dude on the internet, and this is another random dude who's posted his motorbike for sale. But anyway,
I think that the Aerox might be a little bit better for the off-road deal, but that ADV Honda is definitely. In fact, like I said, my wife wants one. I don't know why she would need one, but if you're going to be doing like some touring stuff, like I think you had said that something similar, not exactly to Patty. I would say the ADV, but you'd have to buy. Well, no, they do have those a couple of years old, but they still get a lot of money from them. But I think brand new, I want to say they're close to 80,000 baht. But it all depends what you want. 890,000 knucklehead. Yeah, you're right, Joe. I'll tell you what. If I had the dough, I'd buy it. I'd buy it. Morse code, so much easier. All right, guys. I think I'm going to call it a live stream. I'm going to give a couple of minutes so everybody can say goodbye, like I should. Thanks everybody for coming. William, Kevin, Tom, everybody. Joe, Dirty Home Man, Howie. Who else? Chris, I think, is already gone. Brock, of course. Mark, of course. Mark's going to be on the show. He wants me to do a show every day, so he can come on and burn some time. Craig, who else? I think that's it. Robert, I think, is already gone, but if you're still here, see you later. Robert, glad that you got to come on. And again, anybody that's watching, Robert's a good man, no doubt. Looking forward to and everybody. Hopefully he's here soon. But I know. All right, guys. Everybody have a great day and
have a great day wherever you are in the world. Be safe.
I will catch you on the next one, and we'll see you.